Thank you to everyone who voted, and Zenyatta has come out on top. As always, this is closed beta footage, so make sure you have YouTube annotations turned on to see any changes since the video was made. Zenyatta is an Omnic monk who believes in peace, harmony, and smashing several tons of shit out of anyone who has a problem with that. He helped Genji come to terms with his cyborg body, now let's see if we can come to terms with Zenyatta. Let's get into his abilities and find out what he's all about. Zenyatta's weapons are his Orbs of Destruction. The left-click energy projectile weapon fires off orbs at a rate of 3 every second, dealing 45 damage each for a total of 135 DPS. The orbs do have a travel time, but it is fast and they do not drop or lose damage over any distance. The right-click charge to release more projectiles takes 2.5 seconds to fully charge, then release to fire up to 5 orbs that deal 35 damage each for a maximum of 175 damage. The number of orbs ready for release can be seen around the edge of the screen. These orbs also fly straight and always deal their full damage over any distance. It will consume 1 orb from your ammo pool for every single level of charge up to the maximum of 5. However, if you have less than 5 orbs remaining, you can still fire a full 5 charge burst before reloading. Any headshots landed with either firing mode will score double damage. Zenyatta's shift ability is Orb of Harmony. Launch this orb at an ally to heal them. This heals for 30 health a second and will stay with the ally until they die or if they break line of sight with Zenyatta for 3 seconds. To be clear, they do not need to be in Zenyatta's vision, but there must be a clear line between Zenyatta and the ally with no objects or walls blocking the path. The orb is not aimed. When you press shift, the orb will automatically go to the targeted ally. Zenyatta's E ability is Orb of Discord. Launch this orb at an enemy to increase the damage they take. This will cause the target enemy to take 50% more damage from all sources and will stay with the enemy until they die or lose line of sight to Zenyatta for 3 seconds. Reaper, Tracer and Zarya can dispel the orb with Wraith Form, Recall and Protective Barrier. This also is not aimed and will automatically go to the targeted enemy. Neither the Orb of Harmony or the Orb of Discord can target someone blocked by an enemy barrier from Reinhardt or Winston. Zenyatta's ultimate is Transcendence. Become invulnerable and heal nearby allies. This lasts 6 seconds and heals all allies within a 10-meter radius for 130 health per second. The area of effect is marked on the ground by the glowing circle. Zenyatta's body can still be hit by projectiles and abilities, but he will not take damage from them, and although it will not interrupt the ability, he can still be hooked and knocked back, but he cannot be stunned. Okay, that's the abilities, so when should you play Zenyatta? He is an offensive secondary support that excels at helping his team take out static defenses like Torbjorn's turret and Sentry Mode Bastion, or high health tanks like Reinhardt, Winston, D.Va and Roadhog. He is stronger on attack, as you don't tend to see static defenders on attacking teams, but if the enemy have a very tanky lineup, it could be good to switch to him when defending. Zenyatta is a hard hero to play. He has a very low health pool and his Orbs of Destruction are difficult to land on moving targets. Even with the nice alerts he receives when an Orb of Discord or Orb of Harmony is returned, it's not easy to keep track of them during a big fight. However, once you get to grips with Zenyatta, he can be a very rewarding support. I've had many games where I've spent 90+% of the game on fire. Zenyatta's health pool is very low, but 100 of his 150 hit points are shields. This means they will recharge automatically if he has not taken damage for 3 seconds. This means you don't often need to scurry off looking for health packs if there's no other healer around. Zenyatta's healing is a little underwhelming, so he is much better with a Lucio or Mercy on the team. His Orb of Harmony does have a nice fire and forget playstyle, but if many allies are taking damage, Zenyatta will struggle to keep the health high and it will distract him from what he does best. The key to Zenyatta's power is his Orb of Discord and long-range high-damage attacks. If you can coordinate with your team, the Discord Orb will help your team shred high-value targets in no time at all. Even if playing solo, you can do some real damage with Discord Orb and Zenyatta's Orbs of Destruction. Remember to keep track of your Orb of Harmony and keep it on targets that require healing. Try to prioritize allies that are diving enemy back lines and out of range of Lucio or in a position that would be dangerous for Mercy to leap into, but remember it will return to you if they lose line of sight for 3 seconds. Zenyatta's left click is much higher DPS than his right, but the right click can provide some good peek and burst against a static turret. The Discord Orb also gives you an indication of where the enemy is even if they are out of line of sight. Only you can see this, it is not information shared with your team, but it can be useful if someone is peeking a wall or object, helping you get the perfect timing to take them out. Zenyatta's high power and low health and low mobility paints a huge target on him, and he is incredibly vulnerable to snipers like Hanzo and Widowmaker, and assassins like Genji and Tracer. Avoid being alone, and don't be in a sniper's line of sight without a barrier from Reinhardt, Winston or Zarya to protect you. Zenyatta's ultimate is an incredibly powerful pushing tool. Unless a teammate is one-shot by the enemy, it will heal through almost any damage. Let your team know that your ultimate is ready and you want to use it to push, then power through onto the objective. If your team is already pushing through, save it to counter a big damage enemy ultimate from heroes like Soldier 76, Reaper, Genji, Pharah and Torbjorn. Your team can sit and giggle while the enemy tickles them. And that about wraps up Zenyatta. Support your team from the back with healing, damage boosts and long range attacks, then keep everyone alive during a key fight with his AoE ultimate. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button. If you have any questions or disagree with anything, please put it in the comments below. We will be releasing lots more Overwatch guides, gameplay and discussion videos on this channel, so subscribe to get all that future content. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon.